I'm a 28-year content creator and digital marketer who has years of experience developing viral content for me and my clients, and here's how I capture really great audio for all of my content. But hold on a second, come here. A lot of these platforms that we're on are based off of how much retention we can provide to the people to keep these people on the platform. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of these guys, their main priority is getting more people to be on their platforms consistently. How do we basically do that? Audio is definitely one of them. In fact, Wistia actually developed a clear case study saying that clear and engaging audio actually improves views and video retention by 33%. So if you can literally increase the likelihood of somebody being on your video by 33% just by improving the audio, you should probably invest in your audio equipment. Honestly, it's a slippery slope. You have good audio, you get more viewers that stay engaged, which equals higher watch time, which equals improved conversions for your business in general. Next is, with great audio, means the perceived value of the video is actually going to be much higher. In fact, an article from TechSmith actually said that 75% of viewers actually rate audio quality as the top characteristic of most viral videos, even more than video quality. Isn't that crazy? Even if you have a terrible video and you have fantastic audio quality, people are gonna understand what you're saying, right? But if nobody can understand you, like you're just muffled sounding like this all the freaking time, then nobody's gonna watch the video, and then you're just basically shit out of luck. And lastly, which is something that people don't take into consideration all the time, your SEO, your search engine optimization, and search visibility on Google is much higher if you have better audio quality. Because you have great quality, according to Incivia, things like likes, shares, comment are 53% more likely to be at the top of Google search when you have great quality of audio, right? So like, for example, if you search food, how to perfectly slice a tomato, I'm only making that reference because I see a tomato picture in front of me. I'm in an Airbnb right now. Then the quality, the ASMR of this tomato slicing video that we're making is going to be at the top of your results because it's literally the answer to the problem that you're basically trying to solve on Google. Because it has already great audio quality, YouTube is probably going to put it at the top of the results page. So if you change your audio, it'll change the performance of your videos overall. And who owns YouTube? Google. So how are we gonna better our quality over audios? In my personal opinion, just like anything else as far as stuff that you use for your videos, the best audio equipment is the audio equipment that you already have, right? The same thing goes for lenses, same thing goes for cameras. You just gotta learn how to better use your videography skills in order to get the job done, right? Especially for your business. One thing that I will recommend before anything else is making sure that you don't use in-body audio. Specifically because most manufacturers actually don't use great microphones in their specific products because of the fact that they want you to buy more equipment from their company, right? So Canon, like the camera that I'm basically shooting on is a Canon 90D, basically says, oh, you know, like we have really great cameras, this, that, and the third, but we don't have great audio equipment, so you basically have to go over to Rode or DJI, like the DJI mic that I'm using right now, which I highly recommend. Go to other companies in order to buy their equipment, right? And usually these huge companies that make these types of equipment have partnerships, right? And they'll have programs in which you can buy a specific audio equipment with their camera, like the creator combos or the starter packs. They'll usually come with like a Rode mic or any of the sort. Just make sure you don't have in-body audio, okay? The first thing that you could use is shotgun microphones, which roughly like anything that takes audio from the distance that I'm basically away from my camera. So roughly like 10, 15 feet, right? And basically takes up all the audio in that general direction. So two that I recommend more than ever is the Shure VP83. I actually have one with me all the time because you never know in situations where you're filming where I'm like, okay, I need a shotgun microphone, but I also have like a lav microphone, which we'll talk about later, and the lav microphone happened to cut off, but I happen to take a shotgun microphone, which is the VP83, and I still have really great audio, which I can edit later in post, like on Logic or something. So that's the first one. The second one is the Rode VideoMic Pro R camera mount, right? It's just like the Shure, which basically like you put it onto your camera in general, so that way you can have it like through the aux cable in most camera situations, which will probably be on the side. But I tend to use the Shure because I basically bought it and it was like my first shotgun camera, and I just feel that for the price, both of these are amazing, especially the Rode, especially the Shure. The Rode VideoMic Pro R, I tend to see it on other people as well, meaning other videographers that use it on a consistent basis if they're not using Shure, but these are the two that I recommend for sure. Now the next is an external recorder under $300, which would be the Zoom H6, right? It's essentially a Swiss Army knife for all your recording needs, especially external recording needs, because you can use different mics as an attachment. You can record different things into it, like multiple different inputs, and you can use it as an audio interface. So if you need phantom power at 48 volts, then that's cool too. And for the people who don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Unless you're like an audio nut like I am, then you'll know exactly what it is. But essentially just like external power going into the mic so it can work properly. And then the last one is lapel or lavalier mics under $3,000. So a wireless lavalier microphone is absolutely imperative. The one that I'm currently using right now, which is the DJI Mic 2. I've been using this for all of my shoots in projects ranging from like $500 to like literally $3,000 in a shoot. And I absolutely love them. Reason being is because they come in two. I can do an interview at any given time that I want. And it comes with a charging case, which is amazing. It's actually somewhere in this house, but I don't know where it is. But anyway, but the only thing I will say about this particular product is you have to take into consideration the interference from a distance. Because it can take actually really great audio from a really big amount of distance, but if there's like obstructions like trees or like cars passing by or like anything that would probably be in the way of it getting picked up by the transmitter, it's gonna be an issue. So you have to take that in consideration. More often than not, you probably want your transmitter connected to your camera because you want the audio from your mic. Does that make sense? And then the last one are wire lavalier microphones or lapel microphones. I don't tend to use these because, like I said, I really love the fact that I can just basically put this wherever I feel like. You know, the audio probably sounds crazy, but you know exactly what I mean. But if there were any, there's one that I've used in the past when I've been out shooting with other people or they have audio equipment themselves that they want me to use specifically. It's the Tascam DR10L. And it's an absolutely amazing piece of wire lapel equipment. The only thing though is just I hate having a wire attached to my camera at all times. I mean, I get it, like it's really great audio, it's very inconspicuous, but like I'm okay with giving up like having this little rectangle in front of me where I can literally move at any disclosure and I can attach it to my clothes via a magnet or a clip. If there's anything that I would recommend, I would always go wireless. And if you're gonna get something, get the DJI wireless lavalier mic. Or before anything that you shoot, please, for the love of God, check your levels, because there's a huge difference from one mic being literally where it is right now and it being like super close to here, like I described earlier, where the audio sounds like absolute trash. But we don't want that, right? I hope I didn't make your ears bleed with that. But just please, for the love of God, when you turn on your lavalier microphones or any of the microphones via phantom power or through an interface or anything like that, please check your levels. Check your freaking levels. I can't say that enough. You have the audio, you recorded it, you have it in your camera, now you're about to go edit your video. I'm a huge believer of getting your content and getting your audio separately. I'm a huge proponent of editing not only your video, but also editing your audio. Great quality on audio, a lot of stuff is gonna happen. And I gave you the statistics to prove it. What does that mean? So there are a lot of things that you actually can do in post and as far as the editing process, right? So when you're done editing your video, making it look pretty, just like the set that I have currently right now, you're gonna take into considerations like, how can I make my audio better in post with specific programs? And I'm about to give you some. So the first one is Audio Enhancer Adobe Podcast. So this is absolutely an amazing piece of software that I use on a consistent basis for short form and long form on YouTube and other different platforms. And they just happen to get really great edits into your audio. Like let's say, for example, like the EQ isn't right, or like the distribution of sound across the room, or you have a room that's really empty and there's not enough like soundproofing. Adobe Podcast will actually take into consideration the space and the characteristics of the sound that you took and literally put it into a fashion via their AI where the AI actually cleans up the audio so that it actually sounds like something within a podcast. And we all know that we all listen to podcasts because it's literally the top performing version of audio content out there. So if we're making it good enough for podcasts, it's gonna be great for a YouTube video. And if you still want to have the ability to have really great audio in general, you happen to notice that the audio didn't actually capture really great. But if, let's say you did a video, like a talking head video where you're doing a bunch of scripted stuff, right? And you're saying like word for word, every single thing, and you have it on a piece of paper, you can go home and re-record the audio. So then how can I fix this? It's like, all right, cool, well, I have the script and I can actually read the script how I would on top of my original video, right? So if it's already scripted on the video, then it just makes it mad easy to re-record it whenever I feel like, in order to make the video actually pop with a good sound, with a good audio quality. And then on top of that, I don't have to basically redo the video. Saves you time, saves you energy, and you won't throw your laptop out the window. So you just learned every single thing that I know about capturing really great audio for content. If you want to learn how to make $1,000 a week just basically by doing content for other people, click this video right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.